Happy Monday. Please say hello as you enter the room so that I can respond in kind. Welcome to Coffee with Drea on this, well, it's actually rather nice here right now. Good morning. How are you, Bobby? Hey, Suzanne. Be sure to tell Colt Drea said hello. Robin, too. Bobby, tell her as well. Hi, Marie. How are you? Hey, Patricia. So today we're going to talk about celebrating you, and there's a nice little bumblebee. Nice. Oh. Yay, I'm glad y'all are having such a great summer. That's part of celebrating you. It's nap time already? Good morning, Dunk. How are ya? Hey, Teeny. Well, I'm sure Deanna's going to be joining us, but she's joining us from Ohio. Hey, Retta. See you in a little while. Hi, Marquita. Good morning, Avanel. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Regina. Good to see you this Monday morning. You have a sip of this coffee. Haven't had near enough. I know. I had a great time hanging out with Steve, too. It was so fun. Oh, hi, Jan. Well, I hope everything goes well at the eye doctor for Mom. Hey, Tony. Got you on the prayer list. Put you over, your Rebecca, that is, but through you. But you're over there in the power to be you. Exclamation point. I don't know about y'all. I had a great weekend. It was long. We left, Jesse and I left Thursday morning and we got back last night. You're so welcome, Tony. Happy to do it. I did, Retta. I did. I hung out with him and Lyndon till around 4 a.m. that night. It was fun. So today, we're going to talk about celebrating you. Good morning, Sherry. How are you? Regina, I miss you too. Can't wait till I see you at one or the other function we have, the events we have coming the next few months. Good morning, Misty. Hey, Pam Spur. How are you? Good morning, Nadine. I know, Teeny. I caught some of it, but in replay kind of fashion. Good. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's short, ain't it? Thank you, though. I'm getting used to it. I got a call from my doctor. A lot of you know, well, you may not know. I've been dealing with UTI that's gone to kidney. And went right before I went Tuesday for another test. Well, I got the call from the doctor's office this morning saying they didn't culture it. Yes, there's still a problem, which I knew, but they didn't culture it, so they can't give me the medication because they don't know what specific med to give me. What do you think? So I have to go back to the lab today. I am not happy about that. Good morning, Deanna. We are watching you? What? Y'all, guess where my kids are? Hey, Mr. Fabulous Scott. It's so good to see you. They are in Ohio hanging out with Deanna. What? I hope they're having a great time. Hey, Scott. Love you, man. I miss you. I can't wait to see you at Crafters Convention. I'm thinking about crashing your little LFW event next weekend. Good morning, Kat. How are ya? If I miss you, if I miss saying hello, just say hello again. I will catch you before we're done. Today's a great day. My husband will now see cancer doctor every 6 months. Well, I'm glad it's good news. That's awesome. Good morning, Kathleen. How are you? Hey, Carrie Marie. How's my new buddy? Hi, Peggy. I'm thinking about it, Scott. You making pies is a little bit of a teaser. I got to hang out some with Stoney and Michelle this weekend, which was a blast. We have not had time to hang out in so long, and that's part of the Celebrating You that we're going to talk about this morning. Actually, part of Celebrating You is taking time to get to know your friends. What chart? Oh, really, Dunk? Huh? I may have. We'll see. We'll see what happens with the doctor. I unfortunately am not going to be able to attend Wreath Makers Live, which hurts me a little, maybe a lot. Because of the medical issues, mine and Jesse's, but, you know, we're doing what we're supposed to do, and that's what matters. Good morning, Sheila. Hey, my little cupcake. What I'm talking about is Scott Waterman at Design with Scott, Waterman's Loft, CSW Loft, I forget all the little tags, but he is hosting an event called Learn, Focus, Win. It's a mastermind. He's hosting it with actually Stoney Michelle Stone, and helping business owners, small business owners, find ways to grow their business better. He's going to be good at that. He will light your fire if nothing else. Let me tell you, he is such an inspiration, as are the Stones. Well, enough about me. Y'all, I'm fine. Nothing to worry about. A little prayer would help. They just need to find the right medicine. Because I sure don't want to get hospitalized because they couldn't find the right medicine, and then I have to go have all the IV meds. Yuck. Good morning, Tracy. So I'm not going to focus on the negative of that. I'm focusing on the positive. Tracy's bringing brownies, if that helps convince you. Yes, and I heard that Jan is going to be cooking. What? What? So I guess what y'all are hearing is if I could get the opportunity to go crash their deal, it's all about food. Good morning, Dee. How are you? I can't thank Scott enough with helping me get what I needed when there weren't any more to give. Aw, isn't he something? He's such a genuinely caring individual, and I guess I want everybody to know that about him. I'm very blessed. I've known Scott, well, since he got involved in the wreath world, so probably over 3 years, and I'm blessed to call him a personal friend as well. I want you to know that what you see with Scott is exactly what you get. He is fun and funny. Even when he's in a bad mood, he's still fun. If he's in a bad mood, somebody has been mean. It isn't that it's his mood. He's just awesome. And like I said, I want you to understand that he is genuine. And you know how important that is to me, that we be our authentic self, not that fake person. And he's not. So I'm very blessed. And so are y'all, because you have access to him at Design with Scott. So let's talk a little bit about self-care. Yes, Bobby, he is definitely a great guy. See, aw, I love that y'all love him. I just want you to know you're loving a real person. And he genuinely cares about each and every person inside of our community. Scott, we ain't sweet. We're telling you we're telling the truth. You're sweet. Okay. So today we're going to focus on celebrating you. First, let's see what Carrie... I know, Misty, so did I when he was showing us how to make those dang candy bouquets. Prayers, my friend. I gotta go. My boyfriend and I are going out and spending the day in the mountains. There you go. There's some self-care. Do something that makes you happy. Hey, y'all. Good morning, Donna and Deanne. Good morning. I'm so glad to have you here this morning because we're talking about celebrating you. As most of you know, that is our theme for the year at Ranch House, is celebrating you. And part of celebrating you is important that you do it. Not just that we do, but you celebrate you. I can't wait to meet Deanna soon and see you both in September. Yes, I can't wait either. It's nice to hear validation of others. It's so rare people do that. It really helps others find goodness. Isn't that the truth, Regina? Good morning, Miss Beautiful Becky Jones. Hey, Francis, I've been keeping you and your husband in prayer. I certainly hope that you guys are getting well quickly. I know it's been rough on you. No, I agree with you, Pam. People don't get it, and they don't understand the importance of self-care. I mean, it is important that we care about others, and we do for others, be a servant to others. And by that, I don't always mean servant in the truest sense of the word. But it starts with caring for you. Good morning, Sandy, my friend. Yes, Suzanne, we will keep you in our prayers. I'm going to jot that down because I don't want to forget to add it. Okay. I want to know, I hope, and y'all can do it, show me with thumbs up, how many of you have started doing your morning mirror talk? That is part of self-care. It's where you begin your day encouraging yourself. Well, what I want you to do, if you're not doing it, start. It sounds so silly, but it really works. It really works. A therapist that helped me through the darkest of times where I just didn't even want to wake up anymore. I didn't want to end my life, but I wanted my life to end, if that makes any sense. And during that time, she carried me through by giving me the tools I needed to focus better. Good morning, Miss Esther. Oh, we'll keep you in our prayers. Hey, Ted. Ted, I'm going to respond to your message. It was extremely kind, by the way. Miss Esther needs our prayers. Going to do that. Another one of the most beautiful people in the world. Jerry, I help the poor a lot. Some are on the corner for days, but still they need help. It's sad. We give food to the church, etc. It's God's work, and it makes my heart feel so good. And that can be self-care too. Oh, you're welcome, Francis. I hope you. Oh, that's great. I'm so happy. And mirror talk for me was that I didn't believe I was of value. I based my value on those around me instead of on focusing on what my strengths were for me. So, and that is what you need to do when you look in that mirror each morning. I mean, you got to brush your teeth anyway. Do it then. Well, I hope you brush your teeth. That'd be gross if you didn't, right? So you just look yourself in the eye. Allow it to be real. This is not for anybody else but you. And that's a great time to remind yourself that you deserve to be celebrated. Thank yourself. Yes, thank yourself. Start your day with the idea that it's going to be a great day. And don't depend on others to make it great. You got to make it great. Good morning, Melissa Murphy. How are you? Hey, Stacy. I am planning a great week. I have a lot of work to do. I was so encouraged this weekend. Like I said, I was very blessed. I went to a birthday party of a very good friend of ours, and got to see other friends there as well. And I didn't realize how much I needed that personal one-on-one contact with friends. I mean, we message or we might make a phone call occasionally, but we're all so busy this time of year, especially in the industry that we're in, that we forget. And it's not just about stopping to smell the roses, but sometimes celebrating you and taking care of you, and self-care is allowing yourself the opportunity to be encouraged by those that you're close to. Make the phone call, or better yet, if you can see them in person, that's the most awesome thing. You know, and sometimes that's where these events, the retreats, etc., Crafters Convention, Texas Designers Roundup, of course, are really great for. Yes, we can watch people create on live, but it's not in person. And it doesn't give you that warm fuzzy like it does when you get to be with people of like mind in person. So that's what the events really are for me. It's that one-on-one contact and the getting to know somebody outside of the live world, outside of social media. You get to know the real them, and it's so nice to when you meet some of them to know that they are who they pretend to be, that they're not really pretending. There have been some disappointments, I'm not gonna lie, but for the most part, you get to rub elbows with the real person. Jan, oh my God, Jan said I made the mistake of walking into my bathroom this morning naked. That was a mistake. I feel ya. But sometimes that's a great time to have mirror talk, because it's so much more real for you. So in that mirror talk is when you compliment yourself and remind yourself of your value. And you can say silly things too, like, wow, I really like the way my eyes look this morning, you know, or whatever. It can be that, but it's more important that you talk to you, the core you, and remind you that you're of value. And then remind yourself of what some of those values are. Oh, Regina, that's true. I haven't seen a whole lot of posts. Nadine had a fun, amazing weekend with Sheila Schofield. Oh, that makes me happy. We crafted together, had lots of laughs. We even found some hooker shoes. I so needed it. Oh, hi, Susan. Isn't that something, though? That one-on-one contact with your friend and with people of like mind, it just does something to you, your spirit. Right, Nate? I'm going to read that in a second. I feel like I forgot someone. If I did, I'm sorry. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? If I didn't say hey, you just say it again. And my comments are doing that thing again, y'all. Ugh. I love that, Misty. Put sticky notes of affirmation on your mirror. That's awesome. And repeat them to yourself. Look. As we get older, and if our lives are really busy, we forget things. We forget just to take care of us. Did you know that self-care... Good morning, Annette. How are you? I know it's not morning there, but good morning anyway. Will increase your emotional stability. It will. Good morning, Cheryl. Hey, Tamanika. Good to see you. And Regina Robinson, good morning. You know, sometimes it's something as simple as taking a break. Just, you know, we all are getting to see a lot of people on their vacations. Hey, Kimberly Nolan, I'm glad to see you this morning. But we can do a staycation. If we can't afford a vacation or physically incapable of it, we can certainly afford a staycation. And that's basically where you are at home, but you do things that are fun for you. You indulge in things you might not ordinarily allow yourself to indulge in. Like, I don't know, if you like pie, have a slice of pie. Drea is not saying eat the whole dang pie, but have a slice of that pie. Regina says, other than God, these events keep me charged up and in a happy place, being with others that love the same. Absolutely. I am feeling better. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And another way that we can self-care, now y'all, I have terrible time with this, as you know, and I know some of you do too. Take the compliment. When someone offers you a compliment, accept it. Don't brush it off and go, oh, stop. Say thank you and accept it. Most people don't give you compliments unless they mean it. I mean, they're more than happy to tell you where your mistakes are. But when you receive a compliment, accept it and allow yourself to feel good in the moment. Feel good. You should. Hey, Johnny Lynn, how are you? Still praying for you. Got you on the list at church. Got you on every list I'm a part of. Y'all put Johnny Lynn Lesh on your prayer list, please. Johnny, I'm going to tell him why, because you told me I could. Johnny has been diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. She's a survivor, but she needs prayers, and she's a big believer in the power of prayer, so please include her in your prayers. Sherry said she tries to do that, but they ignore me. You're so welcome, my sweet friend. Ugh. It is hard. It really is hard. It's funny because someone says, I really like that haircut. And you're like, oh, thanks. And inside you're like, whatever. But accept it as real. Melissa, I think people give less compliments than they used to. It's interesting you say that. But when they do, accept it. Don't brush it off. Don't think they don't mean it. Accept it and say, yeah, that's right. I do look good in this haircut. This dress does make me look good. Or, yes, I am a nice person, etc. Accept the compliment. And the other thing, this is a toughie too. So this is for me as well. Remember that. I'm talking to myself too. Ask for help when you need it. That is part of self-care. If you are struggling, even if it's something as silly as what ribbon goes with this flower, and it's just driving you nuts, ask for help. Good morning, Candy. How are you, beautiful lady? Just ask for help. There are so many people that want to help you. You just have to ask. They don't know if you don't tell them. Speaking of Scott, he's somebody who taught me that lesson. Girl, why are you suffering? Just ask for help. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything physical. Maybe you just need help that day because you're feeling low or not feeling valuable or validated. Michelle had a group conversation with my 3 grown daughters Friday. First time ever. Oh, that makes me happy. They haven't ever gotten along. They decided to rent a beach house for next year for all of their family. Oh, isn't that a blessing? God is good, answered prayers. That is so good, isn't it? That's wonderful. And you know what? Enjoy your time. Y'all know we get one journey here on this gorgeous planet we live on. Enjoy your journey. Take time. It's one of those old sayings, take time to stop and smell the roses. Well, they ain't kidding. Enjoy the moments. We all have tough times. We all have struggles. We all have trials and tragedies and trauma and all the things. But if you don't take time out to enjoy the good stuff, you will be consumed by the negative. What kind of journey is that? You want to go meet your maker and say, thanks for life, it sucked. No, you want him to look at you and go, you made it through the trials. I'm so proud of you, my child, right? Drea, I'm having a problem dealing with my sister. She is a single mom. Her 25-year-old son, about 1.5 months ago, driving drunk, hit a concrete barrier. He's been lying in a hospital, paralyzed from the neck down, several surgeries on his neck, pacemaker, and a trach. Not the kind where he can speak. You have to be able to breathe some on your own. He doesn't breathe on his own, but he can mouth words. They will be sending him to a rehab to hopefully learn how to eat and see if anything can move. I'm going there tomorrow with our pastor to pray over him. Problem is they can only have 2 visitors per day, so his mom won't be able to see him. I'm okay with that. Debbie needs a break. I can't stand seeing him, Dre. Just so hard. Brandon already told the doctor if he can't move, let him die. I'm out of words for my sister. Brandon will probably end up in a nursing home for the rest of his life. Oh, man, it makes me want to cry. Out of words for my sister. Please include Brandon and Debbie in your prayers. I would appreciate that. You guys. Brandon and Debbie. Oh, man, that gives me chills. I am so, so sorry. You know, and sometimes it isn't words, because I could see where you would run out of words. First of all, prayer. We know that. But just being there for her and taking the pastor up, things like that, that's more powerful than any words you can say. Is being there and doing what you can do to help. Bless your sister's heart. Oh, my goodness. Pam Lane says, I have been on a health weight loss journey. Congratulations. Had to learn to accept compliments. It was hard in the beginning, especially when I was still a long way from my goal and couldn't see the changes. But, okay, well, I lost the comments. Okay. Y'all read hers. Good morning, Ramona. How are you? Sorry, I'm shaking it. Happy birthday. I saw you on, I think, Scott's Live, and wished you happy birthday there. Good morning, Eleanor. Aw. Y'all, you know, when you read something or you hear about people like Johnny with the stage 4 colon cancer, or Patricia's family and nephew Brandon, you pray for them. And then you say a prayer of thank you, that's, you are blessed. It's sad that we are reminded of our own blessings when we see others suffering, but we should be thankful for our own blessings. Please do. Let's see. Keep my family in your prayers. This is from Sherry McKee. My mom and son and myself are trying to get over pneumonia. It's been rough, but we are getting better. Please say an extra prayer for my son, Josh. Oh, he's fighting addiction. I pray God intervenes. I have to give it to God. You betcha. We will add you to the prayers. I'm writing it down. Sorry, just a second. Right, Peggy? And that probably is the best thing we can do. I know after my kids were killed in that collision, for 2 or 3 weeks there was constant care. You know, it was fresh and new and raw, and people were always there. After 2 or 3 weeks, you know, we all have to go back to regular life as much as we can. Well, of course, I buried 2 children, so for me, it wasn't so easy. There's that B again. But for people that didn't know what to do, what to say, it wasn't their words, it was their care. It was that hug, or that quick phone call, or, you know, bringing over a salad or a meal or something. Those things mean so much more than words in times of our trials and traumas, because it's evidence of our care. Words don't always have as much meaning, because they're words. And when you're going through the suffering, all you're thinking of is how can we get past the suffering. So it's important that you're there for your loved ones. Good morning, Carrie Andrew. How are you? Patricia, you're not being a downer. You're asking for help. That's self-care too, remember? we want you to let us know so we can pray for you, and that we can be there if you need to speak. Sometimes that's all we need, is somebody to listen, right? I mean, we can't fix it, but we can certainly listen. Good morning, Julia. Julie, how are you, princess? So we're doing our mirror talk. If we want that pie or that cake or that pair of shoes, we're going to take care of that, because that's part of self-care. Focusing on your own needs first. It seems counterintuitive for a lot of us, especially moms, because you spend your life caring for others, right? Or even if you've not been able to be a mom, it's innately in us, especially as women. So it's difficult to focus on ourselves and our own needs. But if you don't, well, first of all, who's going to? But most importantly, it allows us to understand what our needs are. Then if we need help, we know to ask for that help. And it also makes us more real. And if we can focus on our needs and take care of the needs, I'm not talking about wants. Wants is fun. And we want to celebrate ourselves by giving us some of them wants. But if we can focus on our needs, it makes us better people, more open-minded, and having that open heart for others. So it's this beautiful circle of life, for punsy, but that's what it is. Patricia Carey says, last week I had such a breakdown because my son's best friend died. Oh, he was an amazing young man. Unfortunately, he overdosed, and my son is away at flight school, and it was the hardest thing ever. Oh, Carrie. Oh. The hardest thing I ever had to do was tell him that his best friend had passed, and then I helped with the funeral and got food for everybody. Then I found out another one of my friends had just passed away from a heart attack. Then later another one of my friends died of COVID. It was a nightmare week, and I think when I just started talking to you, everything just came out at once, and I couldn't control it. Girl, we got a lot of prayers out there for you, Carrie. You need prayers as well. That is a whole lot of pain to have to carry. Carrie, I'm going to keep you in my prayers. That's a tough one. Bless you for being there, though, for that mom. I missed Patricia's comment. Let's see. Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, what the heck? I'm going to have to catch them as they come. I never know what to say when someone tells me what a wonderful person I am for just being kind or supportive. It's just a natural thing to do. It is, Peggy, but perhaps it's not for everyone. So they're like, okay. But keep being you. You can inspire someone else to be that giving person as well. It doesn't come naturally to everyone anymore. I think we have become a society of being overly focused on self. We don't have that balance anymore. Good morning, Joan. Good morning. Welcome. You know, because it is a balancing act. Care for my needs, wants, care for someone else's needs. You have to balance it, because if you're not caring for you, it makes you less capable of caring for others as well. Also, if you're not doing self-care and celebrating yourself emotionally, you can wear yourself totally and completely out. So give yourself what you need so that you can increase your emotional stability and that makes you better. It also inspires other people if they can see you happy, because if we're taking care of our needs and our and celebrating ourselves, and it could be something for someone who's been really ill. It can celebrate when you get out of the bed that day and something isn't hurting, right? Or celebrate that you completed your run of medication. It could be something as simple as that you celebrate, or celebrate that you lost that 2 pounds. Hey, I know 2 pounds doesn't sound like a lot, but it's an accomplishment, right? Celebrate those. If you celebrate the little things, it's easier to celebrate the bigger things in your own life and about yourself. Also, it makes it so much easier to inspire others. You have to. You can't be a negative Nelly, a frowny face Fanny, and encourage and inspire people. It doesn't work. So if you want to be an inspiration and an encouragement to people, encourage yourself first. Inspire yourself first. Carrie, my son-in-law, almost son-in-law, are all about drama, and I'm not, because drama in my life means that derails all momentum achieved. Absolutely, Carrie. I'm not going to hit it to read the rest because it's going to go away. Patricia, I am just lost on what to say to my sister. Brandon will not be getting better. She has been told that. So what do you say? Patricia, that's a tough one. I lost my children immediately. There was no warning. So I didn't have to suffer. And when your child, even if put in a nursing home, in the manner in which he will have to be cared for, there's some mourning that goes on even with that, because all the hopes and promises of the life he had are gone. And a new life and a new normal has to be found. But this is a fresh hurt. It's brand new. I'm sure she's dealing with a lot of anger, a lot of guilt, a lot of, oh, please God, let it be me and not my child. So right now, Patricia, honestly, I don't know that there are words that will help. But you being there, holding her hand when she needs it and when she allows it, is probably the single most important thing you can do. And I remember that Brandon had told the doctor that if he didn't get better, just let him pass. That's Brandon's decision, not Mom's. And that's a toughie, because I can't honestly say I wouldn't feel the same way. I would just be there to hold her hand, walk her through. There may not be words right now. She's not going to be overly receptive to words right now. Anyway, again, because it's fresh, it's raw, it's an open wound. She hasn't had time to digest what's going on for real. And the other thing is, as sad as this situation is, we always need to cling to a little bit of hope. Just a little. It's what gets us through each day. It seems hopeless, but the good news is that he's here, and that she still can love and take care of him in person. So, I wish I had some great words of wisdom for you as far as what to say, but I really feel like it might be too soon for her to even be receptive to too many words of encouragement. Just hold her hand. That's what she needs from you, Patricia. I promise you. Yo, we really need to keep this family in prayer. I'm going to pray for you too, Patricia, that God gives you the words that she needs when she needs them. What a good sister you are. So, we're going to take time out for ourselves, encourage ourselves, ask for help if we need it, focus on our needs. You know what you could do too? What if you wrote a letter to yourself. Now, y'all, I've written a lot of letters to people in my lifetime that I was really mad at, but I didn't want to tell them. So I wrote a letter to them, got it out of my system, tore the letter up, threw it away. But what if we write a letter to our... You're very welcome, Patricia. Sorry I can't be more helpful right now. Write a letter to yourself. It's kind of like mirror talk, but in writing. And remind yourself of how great you are. Thank yourself for all the wonderful things that you're able to accomplish in your life. Write that kind of a letter of gratitude. And then that's today. I'll do that today or tomorrow. And then hang on to it for a couple weeks. Go back to it and add to it. It's tougher than you think to do these things, but so valuable. Yes, Carrie, she is a wonderful sister for this. Oh, Carrie, thank you for talking to Patricia about this. That's wonderful. All right. And I know that most of you are caregivers, so you put others first, but I want you to put yourself first. Make yourself a priority this week. Again, celebrate the little accomplishments, and you'd be surprised what that does to your psyche, to your spirit, when you remind yourself that you're of value and that what you think or feel matters. Sandy, Patricia, your nephew, and you're in hurt too. And sometimes a hug is the best care you and your sister need. The words will come when needed. Absolutely. Very good advice, Sandy. And I realize that not everyone believes in the power of prayer, and that's okay. I still love you. But if you don't, you can still send words of encouragement. Throw some positive thoughts out in the universe. Whatever it is that you do to encourage others, do that for the people today that have asked and opened their heart and told us what they needed. That is self-care. And so let's encourage them. Kylene, hey girl. I've been so distraught, car breaking down, divorce, money issues, but God is on my side. Kylene, I'm so proud of you. I know you've had a really, really tough time. And you are on my in my prayers regularly. So I hope life gets a little bit easier for you. Hi, Miss Joyce. That's right. I've been there too so many times. That's why I know how important it is to know that people care. Really, that's what we need. You know, and I'll talk about my kids again for a moment. One of the things that still to this day helps me the very most is when other people remember them. It's been 21 years since they both died, on their way into ministry, y'all. None of us are immune. None of us. But still, when someone says, hey, it's Justin's mom, how are you doing? Just hearing them say his name makes me feel good. Or I'll run into somebody and they'll say, man, I sure do miss Dee Dee's smile. She always was smiley. Simple little things like that give me so much. Well, they uplift me. They make me realize that they have not been forgotten. That is encouraging. Hey, Jean, girl, it's all right. There's always replay. Walk, speak with love. Remember, a smile goes a long way. Absolutely. It sure does. Little Miss Sweet attitude during your times of struggle. I'm so inspired by you. After our conversation the other day, well, first of all, I finally let loose and shed a few tears for you. And then I thought, why am I crying? She's an amazing human being, and God's still got work for her to do here. She needs to continue being an inspiration, so that's what I'm praying for. A miracle. Yes, Dana, isn't it though? It really, really is. Now, there are some people that the reminder of their loved one makes it more difficult, but rare is that individual. Most often, people want us to remember their loved one. You know, when I go out, like on their birthday, to the cemetery, or on the anniversary date of the accident, and I see others have been there and left flowers or a little trinket or something, it does my heart so good. Just because they're remembered. They haven't been forgotten. They left a mark. They were amazing people, y'all. And I'm not just saying that because they were my kids. They left a mark of goodness and happiness and positivity in this world. And it affected people, and those people haven't forgotten them. That is encouraging. And I hope that when my journey is complete, that people don't mourn the loss of me, but celebrate the life I had and celebrate me. And that no matter what, I was able to find joy, right? That's what I want. The mourning is a natural process. I just don't want people to be miserable. I want them to remember the good stuff. And I might just have that put on my headstone. Still choosing joy, y'all. Anyway, let's talk about y'all. Celebrating you. Give God something to bless. If you're having struggles, if life has just gotten overwhelming for you, please ask for the help you need. Say the prayers you need to say, but talk to yourself in the mirror. Yourself will listen. Oh, monkey. Yeah, she's going to go smash a cupcake down. Julie, it's so hard for being kind for people, and then when you need help or just should talk to them, then they say you're a very needy person and drama person. That hurts me for you. First of all, check yourself and make sure you're not being dramatic. I know you, and I don't think you are. Find the right person when you need to talk. If they think you're being dramatic or needy, the first thing I do is I make sure if I'm not getting what I need, is it me? Okay? That's just what I do, because it could be me. But when I analyze and realize it's not in this situation, go to someone else. There's someone that loves you and wants to help you out, my little Julie. I'm sorry that you're going through that. People can be so mean, can't they, monkey? Self-care, celebrate you. Write a letter to yourself. Remind yourself how wonderful you are. Please, if you have not started Mirror Talk, do it. It works. Seems silly, but it works. Stay dedicated. Do it every morning when you're brushing your teeth. Just tell yourself how great you are. Talk to yourself. Are you preparing to have to speak in public? Are you, I don't know. Are you going to be a designer at Wreath Makers Live or Crafters Convention or TDR and it's got you a little nervous? Look in that mirror. Remind yourself that you were asked to participate for a reason. You must be valid, etc. Indulge in something for yourself and something you love. You can't afford a vacation, make one at home, a staycation. Have a glass of wine and a piece of pie or something, or lemon cake if you're Michelle. Please don't forget to enjoy your journey. Don't let the negative people take that away from you. You will, I promise you, you will regret it. You will. Because what will happen is if you focus on that, you're going to be that bitter old lady nobody wants to be around. We've all had them in our lives where I look back and go, oh, so glad I didn't turn out like her. She was so grumpy all the time. I don't want to be that person. So I don't want you to be that person either. Oh, you're very welcome, Patricia. We are more than glad. You know, for us, that's basically all we can do. And we need to realize that, y'all, when people need us, we, generally speaking, 99% of the time, there's nothing we can do to solve their problem. That's why it's important to listen. Sometimes that's all we can do. Just listen. Right, Monkey? Remember, it's your journey. Live your journey. Don't try to live someone else's. Y'all, there's a lot of people that do. These people are joy suckers. Just saying. They can suck the joy right out of you. So you focus on living your journey. Don't allow these joy suckers to come in there and take any of your joy or any of your power away. You're so welcome, Kylene. More than willing and happy to be there. That's basically all we can do in our social media world. But it counts. Johnny Lynn says, the only regret I have if I should pass is my family has to deal with all my stock and all my other stuff a lot. Johnny, just tell them box it up and send it to Dre. There you go. We'll find a home. But that's not going to happen right now. Well, that's what they are. Yeah, drama llamas. And, you know, that's people who spend too much time on self-care and not enough time on caring about other people. It's all about them. Carrie said, I did that last week and I've never ever done that. And it was because I thought that my stuff that I am working day and night on for my beautiful daughter's wedding wasn't good enough. Carrie. Oh, it let me do it. Thank you. And I've never ever done that. I know what I can do, but just because they're all bloody rich guy took what I'm making and didn't think it was right. Stupid. I know. It's not stupid. Why, of course you're going to feel that way. Yeah, shame on them. But you know your worth, and that's what's important, Carrie. That's what's important. And that's what's important for the kids, the two getting married, is that they appreciate you and understand your worth and your value. Hi, Brooklyn. Yes, your journey. Johnny said need an 18-wheeler. That's the truth of us all. It is our journey. You know, we forget. And we forget sometimes to stop and enjoy our own journey because we're so busy focusing on giving up our power by allowing people to dictate our own opinion of ourselves and others. And we forget to be authentic to ourselves. And good morning, Tony Powell. How are you? I like your coffee cup at the end. We forget all the things that are so important. We forget because isn't it sad that people that are the joy suckers, that are negative, that don't understand the power of positivity, all they can do is point out your faults to you or pick on you or whatever, or others. Isn't it sad that we allow it? They're taking your power. Do not give it to them. You know, let them do their own dang mirror talk. And if their mirror talk is talking ugly about you, well, that's on them. But don't let them rob you of the joy in your capital Y-O-U-R journey. Don't. Janet, hi, coming in late. Had a snooze. Been to doctor's. Had shot in my knee. Hello, arthritis. Oh, Janet, I'm sorry. That sucks. Susan said it has taken 71 years to pat myself on the back. Y'all, don't be Susan. Don't wait till you're 71 years old to pat yourself on the back. Do it now, right, Susan? But thank God that she finally was able to do that. It's so important to being able to enjoy your journey. It's very important that you understand that you are valuable. I'm validating you all right now. You matter. Your life matters. What you have to bring to this world matters. It's important for all of us to remember that. Because if you can remember that, you're going to be a joy to others. You're going to be an inspiration, an encouragement. They're going to seek you out. They're going to want to hear your words of encouragement. They're going to want that hug from you. Don't let the uglies take it away. Don't. Oh, Peggy, I'm sorry. That means you're suffering even more. Explain this to me. For the last 3 days, I've been doing nothing but making classes. I miss crosses and Dollar Tree frames. Where'd it go? And Unique in the Creek board crisis with flowers. I don't know. I miss... Carrie, explain what you need. It's me. Yes, Tony. Oh my God. What kind of world do we live in? Y'all, when a 12-year-old child can only find escape in giving up her journey. Yo, we got to stop the madness. Jonathan's watching me. Hi, Jonathan. I love you, my baby boy. Yo, he's in his mid-30s. I probably shouldn't say that. I've been making crosses with the Dollar Tree frames and Unique in the Creek cross boards. Yes. That's a wonderful thing, right? Or are you tired of making them now, right? Look at there. Everybody's like, do you need some? Aw, I just love y'all. I don't have any of the Dollar Tree crosses, but I could probably rustle up some Unique in the Creek ones. Tony, that really hurts my heart. Know that we're going to send prayers out to the family. I'm writing it down. Oh. Doesn't that break your heart, y'all? Hey, Laura Walsh, how are you this morning? Don't ever look down on someone that tries to do what they can. Others that can do better or know better, when they look down on someone like that, hold your head high. Absolutely. If they're looking down on you, they ain't your people. Get thee behind me, Satan, right? Get away. Walk away. Carrie, I just love making everything and I can't stop myself anymore, and I don't know. It's amazing. Aw. Yay, Carrie. Yay. See, you haven't let them mean old people get you down. Good for you. I know, Tony. Well, let me tell you, I'm torn. I can wait because there's still a lot to do, but I can't wait for TDR. TDR is so different than any event you'll ever attend. It really is. It really and truly is like a family reunion without all the family drama. Prayers for everyone on here today. God blessings and comfort to all. Aw, thanks, Laura. Sherry says, don't use and abuse me with my kindness thinking I'm stupid. I have a great heart. Yes, you do. And you know what? Don't let them use you or abuse you unless you want to. Because that's on them. My kids watch out for me because I have a tendency to allow people to use me, because I want to think, well, they're different than the other person. They're not gonna, I don't see it. And so, thankfully, my children are pretty good about seeing that and kind of watch out for mom and remind mom, is this person a good person for you or not? I let go of people that aren't hearing me other than themselves. It goes both ways. Absolutely, it sure does. All right, y'all. So we've learned today that we're going to take better care of ourselves because it will increase our own emotional stability. Don't forget to pray for the people that ask for prayers, especially specific prayer. Indulge in some self-care this week. Have that glass of wine. It isn't going to kill you. Well, or whatever it is that you want to have. Have one. Have that slice of pie, that piece of cake, buy them shoes, get a new purse, sit down and binge watch, a series that you've been wanting to watch. Whatever it is that will bring you a little extra joy this week, do that. Take care of your health, eat healthy, go to your doctor when you need to go, ask for help when you need it, all the things. Take care of you. Most importantly right now, celebrate you. All your accomplishments are important, from the little bitty ones to the big ones. They're all important for you. Indulge yourself by thanking yourself and having some gratitude for the amazing person I just know that you are. Donna, yes, go to TexasDesignerRoundup.com. Sandy, are you here? Can you post that? Yes, there are, and they're available on a payment plan still as well. Yes, take care of yourself. Absolutely. Don't forget to do that. And y'all, never give. Oh, Dana, I'm excited to meet a lot of people at TDR that I haven't got to meet in person before, and at Crafters Convention as well. Never give up your power. The power to be that authentic you, the real you. Don't try to be somebody else. It's not going to work for you because you're you. Don't allow the joy suckers to come in and take that power from you. Use it for you. Use it for good, not for evil. I had to throw that in there. I don't know why. Also, always choose joy, y'all. Have an amazing week. If it's not going good, make it go good. Bye, y'all.